Okay, good evening, everyone. Good to be here. Good to be here. Good to be here. And I want to especially welcome every one of you joining today um, at the Real Estate Night School. Of course, um, every Monday to Friday, that's the new order now. We meet here on YouTube, Facebook, and we discuss real estate. So, like I mentioned, for those that have been following from 1st of June till now, I mentioned the fact that from Monday, which is today, we are the way and manner we conduct the real estate night school. So that is what we are doing from today. So the real estate night school now comes up Monday to Friday, not Monday to Saturday or Sunday. And there's a new structure which I'm going to be explaining to us shortly. So I just want us to follow. So every Monday we talked about the real estate market. So basically every Monday we talk about the real estate market, and every Tuesday we talk about the real estate business. Everybody wants to do the business, and every Wednesday we talk about land investment, and every Thursday we talk about the housing investment. Then every Friday we talk about real estate cash flow. So these are the five areas that we focus on every night by 9 p.m. Even though for those that are watching me live right now, is sorry for the breaking transmission. So for those that are watching me right now, is 10 p.m. So this is the first day of the adjustment. So we're going to be talking about the real estate market, and I just want you to stay and follow me as we look at the real estate market. So I'm starting a new series on this real estate market today, and it's no longer news that the Ibejuleki project of Dangote refinery and all the things that are happening on the Ibejuleki corridor is has driven demand towards that axis, and a lot of people have been asking questions. I've been to the I've bought Ibejuleki, I've invested in Ibejuleki. Should I still go ahead and invest in Ibejuleki? So I'm going to be answering all those questions during this series that we just start today. So what we are talking about starting from today is the Petuleki real estate corridor, because today is the real estate market. So I'm looking at the real estate market towards the Petuleki corridor. So that's what we are going to be looking at. So I don't know when we are going to stop, but like I said, this section is just going to be like 10 to 15 minutes. So and we are about 4 minutes into it already. So I don't know when we're going to stop, so we're going to have like maybe it's past 1 to 10, or I just don't know. But for every Monday, we're going to be talking about the real estate market, and it's going to be an interesting one. So just stay tuned and make sure that you subscribe, you like, and every other thing you do you do when it comes to YouTube, or like the page, follow me, friend me, everything. And but just know that every 9 p.m. Monday to Friday we bring you the real estate education. And so talking about the Bejuleke corridor, and I remember that about a couple of years ago, the first time I went to Bejuleke, I then that was when the Fashola was still the governor of Lagos State, and of course the Bejuleke was just coming to life then, and they've not even started. I think the land was just acquired. They were just separating the free trade zone and that Dangote refinery land. There was some feeling that's ongoing and all those things. I'm talking about 8 to 9 years or so thereabout. So and this was just coming up there. It was like a deserted island. In fact, I remember meeting some of the villagers then, and the only thing that was memorable about the place was that there was a prison around that area that I think one Awolowo prison or something like that, if I can remember. That was the only thing that was significant about that area. I'm talking about this is a story of about less than 8 years or 8 years ago thereabout. So that's to tell you the power of the refinery and all the government activities towards that axis in the last few years. It has literally turned land that was selling for less than 50,000 to 50 million. I'm telling you, it's what happened in that place is a real estate case study on its own. So today we are going to be looking at the impact of the real estate market where Dangote, because of the Dangote refinery, some of these impact have happened already, and some are still are going to happen. So basically, what I will be talking about is the uh, what is to come. Yeah, basically, those are the things I'm going to be talking about. What is to come, and we are going to look at some of the dangers too, because we can't just talk about the rosy, whatever, without talking about the dangers. So we're going to talk about the dangers, some of the issues that might have to come up later on, and all of those things. So, in case you have any question, clarification, or areas that you want me to talk about, just drop. Um, you can finally chat me. The number will start scrolling now, or you can go to the comment section or send me DM and all of that. So we'll be able to touch on them. Okay. So number one today is we are going to look at the housing, and one thing I want us to know is that what is happening in that corridor, um, the size of the refinery alone is is three times, if I'm correct. Some say 7 times VI, some say it's 3 times VI. Imagine VI, 3 times of VI. Is coming is uh, is where the refinery is. So what that means is that the whole community, in fact, I read a report too that there's 33,000 housing projects, 33,000 units of housing projects in that corridor. 33,000 units of housing projects in that corridor. So some of these reports, of course, if it's not an official report from the Dangote itself, they can be very speculative in a way. They can be very speculative in a way. So I'm just rolling out some of these statistics so that you can know some of the things that are going on there. Of course, there's a port, and for the port, I read a report to this week that talked about all the landlocked, because a deep sea port. The implication of a deep sea port is the fact that uh, there are bigger ships that has bigger depth will be able to perch or will be able to dock. I think that's the right word. To be able to dock at that deep sea port, and I think that's the first, if not the only, uh, the deepest deep sea ports we have in West Africa currently. I stand to be correct, and because of all of these, the valuation of property in that axis is massive. And see, when we are just saying the valuation of property is there is massive, it comes with it comes with statistics. And what are the reasons why property valuation goes up? Of course, demand is one of it, and infrastructural and government interest in some of these axes too are one of it. So, uh, for Dangote refinery now fully functioning, what it means, and some of these numbers are rolled out, is that there's a creation of another VI. In fact, we can say there's a creation of a new Ipoli, there's a creation of a new VI, there's a creation of new Lekki Phase 1. And if possible, we can even have there's a creation of a new Apapa Marina. All of this into one that is coming to that axis. So there's a creation of a new Apapa, a new Marina, a new Lagos Island, a new VI, a new Lekki Phase 1, a new Eko that is coming towards that axis. No wonder that they say the new international airport there has been approved. So it's a whole lot of investment that has gone into that place and is going into that place. So a lot of people say, oh, the market has arrived, the market. No, the market has not. It's still, you see, one thing about real estate market that a lot of people don't understand is that um, it has a transition stage. There's a stage whereby what people were doing is land banking. After people finish doing land banking, the land will not be used. After you have used the land, people move to the area and all of those things. Then we now move to the stage of urban regeneration. You understand? So you bank land, You've utilized the land, you are now using the land. That's basically what urban regeneration is all about. And so we, we are gradually moving from the stage of land banking that exists now to land usage. Because we are not just banking the land because of a lot of activities that are coming to that axis. So let's assume that, let's even say 30,000 people are going to education. These 30,000 people are going to go to school. Of course, it's much more than 30,000 anyway. Let's say this, sorry for the power. So don't worry, the power will soon come on back. And so these 30,000 people are going to need school, they're going to need hospital, they're going to need infrastructure, they're going to need a whole lot of stuff. They're going to need a whole lot of stuff, schools and all manner of activities that will be needed. So please give me a few minutes, I'll be back. Apologies. NEPA just decided to remind me that I'm still in Nigeria. So, apologies. So, I know that some of you are watching live and probably some of you are watching a replay. So, it's just a few seconds break in transmission. Okay, so I'm back. So, let's assume in 30,000 people are going to education. They're going to need power, they're going to need a lot of things. They're going to need school, they're going to need hospital, they're going to need filling station, they're going to need a market, they're going to need, mention it, a whole lot of stuff are going to be needed by the people moving towards this area. Moving towards this area, massive, massive. So, one of the key things that they are going to need, you see, beyond the refinery itself, beyond the refinery itself. So, if for instance now, let's say they have 30,000 staffs, these 30,000 staff will bring all their spouses. These 30,000 spouses will bring all their children will go to school. They will have house help, they will have domestic worker, they will need local market, they will need an abattoir, they will need, just mention, they will need grocery market, they will need a whole lot supporting staff, indirect. I know this is Africa. We have a lot of handbags too that come in along with us when we move. So that is, so it's a whole new community entirely that is going to grow from that place. And people thought it has started, but it has not even started at all. I mean, give that place next 10 years. Oh, what we have seen in the last 5, 6, 7 years is going to be child's play for the next 10 years. I'm telling you. I mean, I've been in this business now for over a decade. I know, I've seen the patterns, I've seen the trends. So, number one thing, impact is going to be housing demand. The housing demand is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Number one is that we don't have a real system, and that refinery is going to be taking fuel to all West Africa. Of course, there will be pipeline, majority of it will pass through pipeline, but a large majority too will take to will go through um, um, what's it called, tankers, and all these tankers will need driver. They will need boy, all these boys that need to follow tanker. Their wives are there. So is it, in fact, uh, what has happened in that place is entirely, is entirely new economy has just opened up in that place. And everything the new economy needs is going to be the demand is going to be huge there. So number one demand is housing. The presence of that new refinery is going to attract a lot of workers, contractors, and all other related businesses in the industry. Banks are going to start moving into that place in droves because where people go, money follows. Wait, listen to what I just said there. Where people goes, money follows. Where people go, money follows. Where anywhere people go to, money constantly follows them. People will make money and people will spend money. Are you together? People will make money and people will spend money. So you need to understand that. So there will be increase in demand for housing. What we've had before is increased demand for land, and now it's going to be increased demand. And note, on that Ibejuleke Elekon corridor, most of the projects that are there are not housing. Most of them are actually commercial. So there will be a lot of regulatory move. Yes, Lagos is going to make some. Lagos is going to make some money in that place. Yes, Lagos is going to make some money in that place. So um, housing demand is going to be something else. And how do you now position yourself? So whether you have land, whether you have an apartment, so everything that has to do with housing, accommodation, let me even put it that way. Accommodation will be the demand for accommodation, whether it's a short leg business that you want to do, a resort business is going to be on the roof. And the impact is not just going to be a airport, it's going to move towards a airport, it's going to move back to Ajah or Gogo. So the impact is huge. I know that because most of these locations I'm mentioning about that corridor is a peninsula, so the land are not that good, and majority of the land are even water. I don't know whether we get that. There's a huge demand for housing that is going to come towards that area. So, like I said, imagine Apapa, imagine Marina, imagine VI, because of it's going to be an economic hub. It's a free trade zone. Yes, a lot beyond Dangote refinery, a lot of industries I mean, have moved to that axis already, and more are still coming. Um, yeah, uh, a combination of Apapa because of the Lekki sport, a combination of BI because of the business hub that is still growing, a combination of Lagos Island and Marina that is there because of the port too, and some of the other financial districts that are moving towards that area, and a combination of Lekki Phase 1 because of the housing that is moving towards that area. So that so all the economic activities in all these places that I mentioned are going to come down. So how do you position yourself? Because you see, when it comes to real estate is just is a business of position. Number one, you can still buy land, genuine land. I'm telling you, the market there has not peaked. Mhm. There is something when it comes to real estate. There's a growing market, there's a big market. And when it comes to those two markets, of course, there's primary and secondary market too, but in the secondary market, there's still a growing market, there's a big market. So when it comes to that axis, it's still a growing market, even if you are buying at 20 million naira per block. Because what you should be benchmarking that axis towards, any zone in that place, are these locations that are given to you. So ask yourself, what is uh, um, coming towards that axis? How much am I buying? And what are the possibilities? Because a lot of servicing industry are going to move towards that area. So beyond housing, whatever land you have, a lot of servicing industry are going to move towards that. And that's why you see a lot of estate are opening up commercial homes. Yes, a lot of estate are opening up commercial homes. In fact, somebody started a trailer park. Yes, he has a land. I was trying to process the document and he listened to one of my field calls. And he said, this land that is here is still trying to sell it. I said, why you are trying to sell it? Why not just open up a trailer park? Uh, he said, when you open, he said, open up a trailer park. You don't need anything to open up a trailer park. You don't even need to. So what he just did is that the portion of the place he started a trailer car wash, and all of those things. Got some abokis in that axis and all of those things. So and uh, got all those stuffs and started the business. And what is making for a land that was literally idle for years, what is making her said is unbelievable. So he was just thanking me and all of that. I told him, no worry, you need to bring consultancy. You need to bring consultancy fee. You can't just thank me for free and all of those things. But what am I saying? Of course, the course he listened to is actually a free course anyway, so it's available for you all to listen to. What am I saying is that housing demand, commercial real estate demand in that axis is going to be phenomenal. So it's one of the areas to go and position. So you can still buy land, you can still do housing, but I will advise so that you will not leave your phone housing and idle. So pick up, look at areas, of course, that you can do housing project, and you need to be careful too. Please listen to this caveat. Listen, let me have your attention right now. Listen to this caveat. There are places where you can position housing, and there are places where you can position housing. Because of the caliber of people that are going towards that housing, there are places you need to position housing to. And you can reach out to me, I can guide you and consult for you on where to put your but it's where to put your housing scheme, whether you should buy off plan or buy ready-made house or start buy a land and build and all of these things. I can guide you in all those areas. So thank you all for for that. So tomorrow I'm going to be looking at the economic growth, one of the benefits that is coming to that area, and, um, and how it's going to impact on the real estate market. So, even though I've touched on some of them today, but I've dwelled more on the increased demand for housing. So, increased demand for housing is going to be huge in that place. So, position yourself, position yourself, position yourself, position yourself. You can still buy land, you can still buy. And you see, one beautiful thing about that house is that as Lekki is opening up, Lekki Ekpe Expressway is opening up, Eleko is opening up, Lakwe, all the other axes are opening up, Ekpe is still opening up, so there's still something affordable. Just do your due diligence very well. I have a video, free video too, you can check it out on this YouTube channel. Um, that you can check some of the 12 mistakes you should avoid when going into the real estate when you want to buy land. So I think that's where I'm going to be stopping tonight. So thank you very much for watching. So subscribe, like, share as to many people as possible. And that will be all for tonight. Thank you all for staying tuned. I really appreciate it. And apologies for the break in transmission and all of these things. It's one of those things. Okay, okay, that will be all for tonight. My name is Okwe Oluwa Oni, and so we'll see you again tomorrow. And have a wonderful night, morning, depending on your time zone. Okay, go away.